If you're feeling bad and if your portfolio is looking bad, especially particularly with the Bitcoin miners. All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners. It is Saturday, so this is a weekend edition. So I'm going to do some price action on Bitcoin, and then I want to have a general conversation on the Bitcoin miners. So if you're new to the channel, we talk about Bitcoin and the miners all the time on this channel, among other things. So remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And of course, everybody, please do us a favor and smash the like button. It helps the channel out a lot. Feel free to leave a comment below, and in the pinned comment you will see a link to our free Discord, so we would love to have you over there. So let's get into Bitcoin and let's talk about the Bitcoin miners. So I'm going to start out by just showing you the big board of where everything closed when the equities closed on Friday. So here's a look at all the miners, and you'll see this board is very red. As usual, if you watch my daily updates, almost every single day there's a couple of outliers. So we see two green. Argo blockchain was up 2.4% and Iris was up 0.95%. Other than that, Cypher was at 0 and everything else was red. Bitcoin had a sell-off really on Thursday and Friday of this week, so it was a couple tough days. It was a real tough finish to the week. But what I wanted to do was look while we're on the big board. I just wanted to look at some of these numbers. Bitfarms, $2.86. Riot, $11.85. Riot hit its 52-week low on Friday. Marathon, $18.15. Marathon hit its 52-week low on Friday. All the rest of these stocks are somewhere near their 52-week low. And the thing is, Bitcoin's at about 39,600 and it closed on Friday at actually about 39,500. So we know that in February, Bitcoin got down to 34,000 and in January it got down to 33,000. So we're significantly above those Bitcoin lows, yet the Bitcoin miners are at or near their 52-week low. So over the last month, the Bitcoin miners have lagged behind. I have a chart that I want to show you guys that will really illustrate how that is. And I just want to talk a little bit about that because this happens sometimes. So if you look at this chart over the course of time, sometimes the miners race out ahead of Bitcoin, sometimes they fall behind Bitcoin. In the past, it's been a crisscrossing line. So everything seems to balance itself out over time. So, that's no guarantee that that will happen in the future, but it seems to me that at the moment, the Bitcoin miners are oversold, even in relationship to Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has been having a rough time in 2022, but when we look at the big picture, you're going to see it actually still is in a bull trend, in my opinion. But the Bitcoin miners have fallen even further behind. So there's a lot of reasons for that. Some of them are going to solve themselves over the course of time, and some of it is just market forces. We discussed this topic for quite a while on our live stream on Friday afternoon. So we do a live stream every Friday afternoon right after the market closes, so we'd love to have you join us on the live stream. Anyway, let's go to the Bitcoin chart and just take a look at what is happening. This is the Bitcoin chart on the 30-minute time frame, so every one of these candles is 30 minutes. This orange line right here is where the equity markets closed on Friday. We were somewhere around 39,500. So we've been above that for the vast majority of the weekend so far. Just about an hour ago, we had a very big red candle that got us all the way back to where we were, but it was followed by a green candle. So really, this is very sideways and slightly up activity. I'm going to consider it basically sideways. This is typical of what Bitcoin has been doing for months now. So I know there's a high level of frustration. I see that in my comments and in the Discord and on the live stream. So that's why I wanted to get this extra one out this weekend and talk about this stuff, because I think it's important that everybody look at the big picture and see, like, this week felt bad, but we're still moving in the right direction. This is Bitcoin on the 1-day time frame, and I'm going to show you two different charts on the 1-day time frame. This one has a lot of my lines of support and resistance, and what I want to show you is this red line right here. This is right where we closed on Friday. This is at around 39,700. So we closed at 39,500, very near the line. And you'll see we've been crisscrossing this line all the way back to, this goes back to January 20th. And in particular, almost every one of the last 8 or 10 trading days has touched this line at some point during the day. A few here were well above it. But on the flip side, this green line at 48,000, just under 48,000, has been resistance all the way back to January 2nd. So this line's been resistance all year. So we're looking in the big picture. There's a lot of small up and downs right now, and those I'm trying not to pay attention to so much. as long as they're up and down in this range that we've been in. What I am looking for is two key points. We have this green line at 48,000. That would represent a new high for the year 2022 if we could break out of this. We hit this on March 28th, so that was less than a month ago, so it would be nice to get back to this line, and if we can break through this line and create it as support, this purple line here goes all the way back to the flash crash. So you see it crossed this line on December 4th during the flash crash. It got all the way down to 42,000 and it finished below this purple line. We've tested it twice since then, but not since December 27th, and we haven't gotten anywhere near it since. So the 2 points that I'm looking to get to are right here and right here. That is my 30, 60, 90-day goal for Bitcoin. In the meantime, we seem to be treading water but heading in the right direction. So I'm going to show you one more chart. This is also Bitcoin on the daily time frame. This is what I'm calling my plan Z for zoom out. This is one I'm trying to monitor. As long as we stay in this channel, you'll see there's been an ascending channel, these two blue lines, all year. I've got a yellow line across the middle of them. These lines have been respected going all the way back to January 13th. So basically for the year 2022, we've been going sideways but in an upward direction. We keep hitting higher highs and higher lows. So as long as we do that, then I feel like our bull market is going to continue, and I've got our target set on taking out that green line we just looked at $48,000. You'll see we are once again today, this is today's line, this green dot right here, we are on the blue line again. So once again, we are testing the bottom of this. We did this during one of my videos the other day. We were actually below the line, and this has candle wicked below the line 3 different times. And, you know, we're sitting there doing the same thing right now. So we're kind of in an important spot. It would be nice to hold this spot. I do have this line on here because this is a very long-term line of support. So if for some reason, as long as we hold this line at 37,400 and we get back into this range, I think we're still bullish. If we go below this line right here, then we will be having a different conversation. All right, this I just want to show you real quickly. I've got 7 Bitcoin miners on here. I've got Riot, Marathon, Bitfarms, Hut 8, Hive, CleanSpark, and Core Scientific. So, and they're all the rest are fairly similar. Stronghold is an outlier. It's down even much more than all the other ones. But essentially what you can see, or what I wanted to show you is this goes back to March 26th. So from March 26th until now, which is basically 4 weeks, Bitcoin is down 11%. But you can see the Bitcoin miners are down anywhere from 28% to 47%. So it's this last 4-week period right here where the Bitcoin miners have really, really underperformed Bitcoin. So like I said, this has happened before. These lines have crisscrossed. I'm expecting that this will correct. Again, please remember, this is not financial advice. So please do your own due diligence. And if you're looking to buy a stock, look at that stock in specific. You know, I always talk about on this channel how you should know your stocks, do your due diligence, because it is times like this right now when all these stocks are underperforming. If you haven't done your own due diligence, you really can't borrow somebody else's conviction. So just because I have a strong conviction in this, that's not going to provide you any comfort in a downturn. So I viewed this as a buying opportunity on Friday. And again, this is not financial advice. Just because I buy, you don't have to buy. But for me, as these two separate, I'm considering this a buying opportunity. I believe they will reconverge at some point sooner than later. But you should know if you're feeling bad and if your portfolio is looking bad, especially particularly with the Bitcoin miners, they have been underperforming for 4 weeks now. And you can see this last week was the worst one of all of them. So I just wanted to make that clear to everybody so that they understood. What I would hate to have happen is for all the retail investors to have bought high and now sell low. I mean, these are at or near their 52-week lows. And they could go lower, we don't know. But if you don't have any money left to dollar cost average in, you know, you can always just hold and wait for them to correct. But I personally have not sold any of my Bitcoin miner stocks this month, and I have added to most of my positions. So this is really what I wanted to talk about. We will continue to talk about this. I'll continue to show this chart and see if we're catching up or falling further behind. But I wanted to let everybody know because, you know, a lot of people sit there silently in their own misery when their portfolio is down. And it's nice to see some information like this to understand, okay, you know, this month has been a bad month for the Bitcoin miners. This isn't the first time that's happened, and it won't be the last time. But there have been other months where the Bitcoin miners have drastically outperformed Bitcoin. And over the long term, if Bitcoin is going up, the Bitcoin miners should outperform Bitcoin. These are a leveraged play on Bitcoin. So, yes, as Bitcoin is going down, we're lagging behind. As Bitcoin goes up, and ultimately someday when we take out our new high and go on to points greater than that, for the miners that are properly set up, they should be a leveraged play, and that's how I'm treating them. Again, I'll leave you just with those thoughts, and again, this is not financial advice, so please do your own due diligence, but I just wanted to put those thought outs on the weekend because, it's a long weekend, and Thursday and Friday were not good for Bitcoin, and they were not good for the Bitcoin miners, so it's no fun having to wait now Saturday and Sunday to get back at it on Monday. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for watching. If you made it to this point, please remember to subscribe and smash the like button. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.